Hello, everybody. Real short one for you today. It's February 2nd, 2022. I'm going to be talking real fast here. Development update for Lords of Ragnarok. So I backed this. So it should be on my list of the most anticipated games for 2022, right? Because they had a split shipping. What they were going to do is send the core game in June of this year. So that was pretty quick. That was exciting. And then a second wave in March. So that was really exciting. I was going to do this split shipping. Well, they just gave us a development update today, and I'm just going to share that with you really quick. Now, obviously, if you're a backer, you got this already. If you're not, they haven't even opened the pledge manager yet, and they haven't allowed in late backers, which they are going to do. So if you're thinking about that, this information might be pertinent to you. Otherwise, you might just want to hang out with me as I talk about it. So what they did is they've been developing the game, and the development is going so well, which is a good sign of a company that's got its crap together and have been doing this for a long time. And Awaken Realms certainly is that. You know, I should go over this. It's a Awaken Realms game designed by Adam Kopinski, who's also famous for. Oops, I've got a different backdrop to it. I can sneak under it though, right up there. Nemesis, you guys see it? It's there. You don't have to worry. Just trust me. It's there. Okay. So Adam Kopinski, he's done Nemesis. He's been working with Awaken Realms, and I think he also has a big part on the upcoming Frostpunk, which we do believe is coming this year. So this one funded. Oh, sin! I just committed a sin. You do not bring your phone in when you record. You don't do it. I just did it. I am sorry. This game funded on GameFound with 10,000 or so backers, made about $1.8 million. Was a little less than I anticipated on a game like this. Now, I'm a huge Lords of Hellas fan, by the way. Love it. And me and my wife are just finishing up painting the whole set right now. We really love it. However, this is kind of a derivative of that, an expansion from the Lords of Hellas' dudes on the map with all these cool mechanics down in the Greek cyberpunk kind of areas. I don't know if it's cyberpunk, but Greek mechanical era. And this is the Norse mechanical era. I love it. I'm an absolute fan. There's just no arguing with me. I am in on this. I was in on it when they announced it. Like, that's how much I was in on it. Now, the original plan, which was pretty cool if you ask me, was that in June of this year, we were going to get the first box. I'm like, sign me up, right? I love split shipping. And then next year in March, we were going to get 2023, we're going to get the rest of the stuff. And if you just get the core box, which I was tempted, I didn't. I'll tell you what I did in a second. Now, the updated information, which you've already seen because you watched the beginning of this video, because I put it all there, so you don't even have to talk to me. You can just skip right over me if you need to. Hopefully you're not, in terms of just having a good time with me here. Updated arrival date, one wave now. We're going to squish them together, and they're saying we're going to get this game November 2022. Shipping and everything. Now, let's look at this. They've got a little chart for us, okay? Here we go. Game development. That's going on right now. Right? Then in June, they're going to be preparing the files, preparing and draft checking, right? Then in July, August, paper and plastic production. It's a go. Start making it, right? End of August, inspection and assembly, putting the whole thing together, and then putting it on the boats in September. Putting it on the boats in September, and then September, October, November, getting it delivered, and it'll ship out to us November. What are the chances that actually happens? Now, here's the deal. You got to ask yourself. These guys know that everything's been late. They know it. And so I would guess they're putting a buffer in here. They're going, yeah, we actually think we're going to get it in September. We're just going to go 2 extra months out to give us a buffer because they don't want to look stupid, right? I mean, they just don't want to be another person delivering late. They just don't want to be yet another in a string of just absolute got it wrong. I would always create a buffer, right? Just create a buffer. That's my advice. I sure hope they did. But here you go. Here you go. November this year. Could be exciting. Could be exciting. Now, the one thing you don't know, actually you do know because you read it at the very beginning of the video. I give everything away at the beginning. You're supposed to just hold off for the good stuff so that you have to listen to me ramble and ramble and ramble and ramble and ramble until I get to the point where I tell you the information you wanted. Yeah. You know, in the old days, the news cycles, like they would just tell you what happened in the news, right? But people stopped reading the news this way. And the New York Times, years and years ago, started to revise the whole way they did the news. And they lead you with a little bit like, update on Lords of Hellas being canceled. And you go, what? Lords of Hellas canceled? And you watch, and then it would just tell all the story. Adam Kopinski did this, and they would go off and tell you this, and then they'd go off and tell you this. And then they'd come around to the very end, and then they go, so the original shipping plan has been canceled and a new plan is in place. So instead of getting it June 2022 and March 2023, you're getting the whole bundle November 2022. You see how I did that? That's pretty clever. So you would sit there and listen to me ramble about things. And in that space, though, I could spend it doing what? Doing what's the fun thing I like to talk about. Now, this is a new channel. If this is the first time you've ever heard, this is a new channel. Game world just getting going. I have a lot of other careers, but I'm returning to the gaming world because I used to be big into retail. And I just love gaming, and it's time to just share with the world my enthusiasm and love for gaming. But I also share an enthusiasm and a love for health and training and working out. So this morning I was up at 4. I did kettlebells, and right after this, I'm going to go work out again. I'm going to get on the treadmill, get a lot of sunlight today, have a green smoothie, a lot of vitamin D and zinc, take care of my body, and I encourage you to take care of your body because a healthy gamer is a happy gamer. Okay, so I blew it because I told you everything up front, so next time I should have run with that. Lords of Ragnarok canceled. I should have run with that, right? But then you would have been pissed off at me, and you would have said, clickbait. I don't like clickbait, so I don't do that. Maybe I will someday just for fun, but not as a regular thing. So I chose the Mythic Pledge Sundrop. So I've already given these wonderful, beautiful people in Poland $191.36 of my money. They haven't even opened the Pledge Manager, nor have they done shipping. So we'll see what it turns out to be. It's going to be over 200 when it's all said and done. Okay, I would love to hear your comments. If you were thinking about Ragnarok and you learned this, now what are you thinking? And if you'd already signed up for Ragnarok, what do you think about this? It means that I'm not getting the game in June. So it's a delay for me, right? But it's an earlier set of for the second wave. So I'm going to get all the wave at once. My personal opinion is I probably should have just got the base game and stuck with the June, right? If I could kind of go back, because I'm getting more discerning lately. But I'm in this one. So I guess the thing that does have me excited is that if I get it before the end of the year. And even when they said, by the way, that I was going to get the first game in June this year, I didn't believe them. Do you believe them? You don't believe them either. I know you don't. Nobody believes anybody in this industry right now because of the shipping crisis. But hopefully Awakened Realms is thinking, and they're not going, we could do it if we cut every corner and everything works perfectly. Like that person, you should get a different position in the company. The person who goes, let's create a buffer. Let's do a buffer. We can get it guaranteed in September. Tell everyone November. And then guess what? If it comes early, like Marvel United X-Men is, we're going to be thrilled. Okay, everybody, off my soapbox. Go work out, then come back and let's do some gaming.